create a very great respect towards the devotees of Srimati Radharani. As Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we worship the devotees. One time, the mother of one of Srila Prabhupada's disciples came to him. She said, I was raised as a religious Catholic, and I'm very shocked to hear that my son is worshipping me, because he must only worship God. Why is he worshipping me? And Srila Prabhupada told her that, yes, this is our process. We worship the representative of God. I worship my Guru, he worships me, and I worship Krishna. We are the servants of the servants, and we worship the Supreme Lord in this way by worshipping his devotees. And of course, in this case, we are worshipping the greatest devotee, Sri Krishna, Srimati Radharani. Also, creating a Vrindavan atmosphere will also mean that we worship whatever is connected to Srimati Radharani. Just like these music instruments are all expansions of Sri Balaram, who are there to worship Krishna. So, as devotees, we also worship the music instruments. Sometimes you could see altargas and danga or carpets, because we worship these items. And in order to enter into this kind of understanding, we need to come to that platform of leaving this material world behind. The more you put it away, the more you concentrate on this Vrindavan atmosphere, the more we are intending to pray and worship and do devotional service by intention. Like very often we chant, and we know that chanting of the holy name can result in the ultimate love of God. But if you are not intending, if you don't chant with intention, that result may become very late. It may take very, very long time. It will come, but it may take very long time. So, in order to enter this mystery and this realm of the spiritual realm of Vrindavan Dham, whereby is the basis for us to understand Srimati Radharani, we would like to, first of all, pray to our predecessor Acharyas and chant the Mangalacharya prayers. Please, you can all chant with me. We like to pray and beg Srila Prabhupada and our Acharyas, Srila Goswami. We are all living in this Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. We're following the tradition left by Srila Goswami. Please don't remove everything. We will be going to sing Ajahn Poem during this class. So leave it. Please leave it. So please chant with me, Om Jnana Timiram Tasya Shri Chaitanya Maha Krishna Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Radha Shri Guru Vaishnava Shri Ram Sahajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Hikam Sajivam Sadhaitam Savadutam Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna Shri Om Vishnu Padaya
Krishna Vishaya Bhutale Srimati Bhagavat-dharma Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Prasadi Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vanchakalpayasya Kripasindu Avidanam Bhavanidyo Vaishnavyo Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Panchatattvam Krishna Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhakti-avatara Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapati Gopisha Gopika Jayatam Sugato Ambo Manamande Matekati Matsarvaswapadam Mujurabhama Bhaktadan Chanakurami Radhe Vishwavanu Sudhare Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama So thank you very much, dear devotees. It's my great honor to speak here with you, and I hope, being empowered by the strength of our dear Srila Prabhupada and of our acharyas, we will be able to hear beautiful and interesting subject matters, which I really hope will inspire you in your devotional service, and especially in your attitude towards Srimati Radharani. We are gathered here in Gurukudam, and although out there is a big Kali Yuga, and there are many people fighting with each other, and many people are engaged in many materialistic activities, by the grace of Srila Prabhupada, we have given a shelter, we have given a very safe place where we can concentrate, where we can be protected by the atmosphere of this temple. Just like maybe you sit in a car and outside there is rain and there is storm and many things, but you're safe and dry. So this is the atmosphere which Srila Prabhupada kindly has brought to the Western world in order to protect us from Maya. And of course, what do we do in this temple? We try to somehow or other avoid that Kali Yuga, all the feverish, diseased condition of false ego. People unfortunately have many deep-seated conditionings, and we just want to always get some credit for what we have done, and whatever we have done, we just claim because we did it. It's my abilities. I made it, or it's my intelligence. But humility is rather just a matter of being honest. Krishna is providing us the sunshine. He's providing us air to breathe. He's providing us everything since time immemorial unto eternity. Krishna is giving us everything, intelligence, water. Without him, we would not even survive for 2 minutes. But sometimes still we are, due to false ego, we think we are so great. But with that attitude, we would not be able to enter Sri Vrindavan and enter the realm where we can understand Srimati Radharani. If we want to have fame, if we want to have money and material benefits, then even if we start doing some things in Krishna consciousness, that will never come to the platform of seva. In order to understand Srimati Radharani, we should understand this word, seva. And seva means, whatever I have, Krishna, I'm yours. Srimati Radharani, I'm yours. My body belongs to you. My mind belongs to you. My soul belongs to you. My intelligence belongs to you. My family belongs to you. My friends, the whole world around me, all my wealth, all my abilities, everything is yours. And the beauty of life is that I can use to serve you with love, to be an instrument of your compassion. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Manasa deha deha jo kichumo atiya vakade nanda kishumo. Mind, body, and family, whatever may be mine, I have surrendered at your lotus feet. O youthful son of Nanda. This is the attitude which we should take if we want to enter the sacred realm of understanding Srimati Radharani. Many acharyas have warned us that we should not speak about the very intimate pastimes of Radha and Krishna among materialistic people. There are many shastric references in this regard. I chose 1-2 for you only. But I decided to still speak very wonderful and confidential subject matters to our beautiful devotees, for you. And I purposefully chose this because if I would want to just scratch over the subject matter of Radharani, you would not be very satisfied at the end of this seminar. So I am very careful with the subject matters which I have chosen. Most of the subject matter which I have chosen is from Srila Prabhupada's books and from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, but also Srila Goswami and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami and Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur's material, and with the commentary of many acharyas. I have been studying the last 6 months many new subject matters, even new to me, and I want to declare to you, I am not a very great devotee or a very realized soul, but I hope to be able to be a loyal postman, just to give you the message which I have read, and I am going to strictly stay with the Shastras. So there's no speculation, hopefully, if I can manage to convey this message to you. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has taught us that everything is potentially spiritual if we simply recognize that it's Krishna's energy. Whatever, even the material world is Krishna's energy. It's not different from Krishna. And just live in harmony. Janasya moham yamaham mameti. But when we think in terms of I and mine, and you and yours, so much tendency for quarrel and hypocrisy, envy will come. We are envious of someone who has something more. Depression, where we just can't deal with our inadequacies, and we have limitless inadequacies on a material and mental level. But there is limitless hope and limitless reason to be happy if we simply recognize that Krishna is forever the merciful friend, Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. He is the dearmost friend who is within my heart and within the heart of everyone, and nothing could ever change that. The best thing in life can never be changed. Suhridam Sarvabhutanam, that Krishna is our best friend. And he is always with us, within our heart, and within the heart of everyone too. In between every atom and in every atom. To travel to Vrindavan is to go to the eternal kingdom of God. And in this kingdom is Srimati Radharani, the Queen, through whose mercy the devotee can attain the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So I will read you one more quote from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Sri Chaitanya Shikshamrita. This is from chapter 6, part 5.
it's a big warning. Not everyone is qualified to read the daily pastimes of Radha and Krishna. It is esoteric knowledge of great wonder which must be kept secret. One should not let those who are not qualified hear these topics. As long as the soul has not attained greed for the spiritual word on the path of raga, the description of these pastimes must be kept hidden from him. As long as the person has no realization of the pure spiritual nature of the transcendental name, form, qualities, and pastimes of Krishna, he has no qualification for hearing these pastimes. Hearing these pastimes, the unqualified person will simply meditate on material relationships of male and female under the influence of Maya, and by this he will become degraded. The reader with great care should attain initiation into the Shringar Ras like Narada, and then he can enter the pastimes. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is speaking a little warning, and he's saying these subject matters of intimate pastimes of Radha and Krishna are not for general populace. They are actually for advanced devotees. But in the association of devotees, one should hear about them, and eventually also one should receive, in a very advanced stage, one should receive even a kind of initiation so that one can enter into the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Just like our dear 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, they have described the pastimes of Radha and Krishna in their books, while they were themselves part of those pastimes. We know that like around 600 years ago, almost nobody knew anything about Srimati Radharani, because the subject matter of Radharani was not at all described in the Vedic literature. It was not, it was just mentioned in a very hidden place in Srimad Bhagavatam one time, but not even a complete name of Srimati Radharani. And although Srila Shukadev Goswami, who is the parrot pet of Srimati Radharani, he could not even speak her name, because otherwise he would just fall into unconsciousness. He could not even speak about Radharani. Only around 600 years ago, where Srila Madhavendra Puri started worshipping Radha and Krishna and introducing the worship of Radha and Krishna into the Madhava Sampradaya. And when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared and revealed that this is the highest of all worships, worshipping Radha and Krishna in the mood of Parakiya Ras, only then the subject matter became introduced. Later on, Srila Rupa Goswami and the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, they started writing books. And in these books, they would write very intimate pastimes of Shri Radha and Krishna. And in some books, especially like Vilapa Kusumanjali, Srila Raghunathas Goswami, he is describing his own advancement in Krishna consciousness, because Raghunathas Goswami's Ishta Devata is Srimati Radharani. So he worships Srimati Radharani in the mood of a manjari. As you know, there are many different kinds of gopis. There are gopis who are friends of Srimati Radharani. These are the Ashtasakis, for example. They are very, very advanced souls. They are very intimate with Srimati Radharani. But they are also kind of servants of Srimati Radharani. They are differently intimate with Radharani. Just like Larita and Vishaka, they will not dress Radharani. But the manjaris, the small girls who are servants, personal servants of Radharani, they dress Srimati Radharani. Later on, we are going to read a very, very, very sweet verse, but a little later. So if you read this kind of literature, you will see how these devotees
were so absorbed in the service to Srimati Radharani, in the personal service to Srimati Radharani, and how they were doing this, and the way they were doing it, that was real seva, I would like to read one short purport of Srila Prabhupada for you. In Vrindavan, actually, I read one more thing, then I will read this other. In his Bhakti Sandarbha, Srila Jiva Goswami states that in Kali Yuga, any type of devotional service must be in conjugation with the chanting of the holy names. Yadyapi anya bhakti kalau kartavya tada kirtanya bhakti samujya gaineva. One should not give up kirtan to engage in smaran. That means kirtan must accompany all other paths of devotional service. Srila Prabhupada writes, in Vrindavan, all the pure devotees pray for the mercy of Srimati Radharani. This is from the purport to Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 3, verse number 23. The pleasure potency of Lord Krishna. Lord Srimati Radharani is a tender-hearted, feminine counterpart of the Supreme Whole, resembling the perfectional stage of the worldly feminine nature. Therefore, the mercy of Radharani is available very readily to the sincere devotees. And once she recommends such a devotee to Lord Krishna, the Lord at once accepts the devotee's admittance into his association. Which means the mercy of Srimati Radharani is absolutely important. Therefore, if you have been to Vrindavan, you will see those who are real devotees, whatever you tell them, they say, "Ah, Radha Kripa." They are living with Radha Kripa. Very often, you see even devotees who are very poor, and you want to give them a donation, they don't want to accept because they want to remain completely dependent on Srimati Radharani's mercy. Even if you offer them, can I help you? No, I want to help you. I want to serve you. Because they see everyone as servants of Srimati Radharani, and they just want to dedicate their whole life in serving the devotees. The conclusion is therefore that one should be more serious about seeking the mercy of the devotees than that of the Lord directly. These are Srila Prabhupada's words, yeah? And by one's doing so, by the goodwill of the devotee, the natural attraction for the service of the Lord will be revived. So now I'm going to give you a pure nectar verse from Sri Vilapakusumanjali. This is the verse number 32. Of course, the whole book is nectar, but this one I chose for this evening. Shirati Manjari, who is Raghunath Das Goswami, is praying to Radharani. May I humbly and joyfully adorn your arms with jeweled bracelets. Your arms are as excellent as they are in destroying the patience in the swan-like intelligence of Muryaji Krishna. Or when may I perform any other service for you? So now listen to this beautiful purport. Thus the loving maid servant serves Srimati Radharani. The services that are most dear to the heart are outwardly expressed in these prayers. Raghunath Das Goswami is the grace incarnation of Sriman Mahaprabhu. As such, he descends into the world along with the Lord to set the perfect example of the bhajan. He and the other Goswamis are Vraja's eternally perfect manjaris, who descended to earth as the beloved associates of Mahaprabhu to teach the world how to perform bhajan. Sriman Mahaprabhu gave them this responsibility. If you want to know Radha, there is no other shelter than their lotus feet. That's why the Gaudiya Vaishnavas are called Rupanugas, followers of Srila Rupa Goswami,
or other manjaris of Srimati Radharani. One should meditate on Rati Manjaris performing her devotional service. They are extraordinarily maidservants who never leave their place as maidservants. Lalita and Vishaka sometimes act as Krishna's naikas, as heroines or love partners, but the Kinkaris, the Manjaris, do not accept such a position even in their dreams, although they are quite suitable in form and qualities to be Yuteshwaris, Gopi group leaders. Every line on the toes of the Manjaris defeats the bright glare of lightning. They are wisdom personified, and although they are all fit to be Yuteshwaris, they have no taste. They are always absorbed in the nectar ocean of Radhika's service. So if you listen to this verse, Rati Manjari is saying, "Oh Srimati Radharani, please allow me to decorate your arms, because your arms are like stems of a lotus. And Krishna is the swan who is swimming in this beautiful lake of your mercy." What do the swans do? Swans love to eat the sweet stems of the lotus. So when Radharani dances with her arms decorated, Krishna is trying to follow her hands. But then he becomes completely absorbed in the movement of Radharani's hands, and he becomes just totally mesmerized by the movement of her hands. So this is the beautiful verse. Now I would like to read this for you. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 5:20. Purport. Srila Narottam Das Thakur, a great acharya in the perceptional line of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, has said, for our benefit, that one can perfectly see the dhams only when one completely gives up the mentality of lording it over material nature. One's spiritual vision develops proportionately to one's giving up the debased mentality of unnecessarily enjoying matter. And at this point, I would like to request our dear Priya Manjari to sing this beautiful song. Can you please go on? Yes, Gauranga Bolite Habe by Srila Narottam Das Thakur. So if it's possible, please sing along with us, okay? The song will be displayed on the screen.
When will that opportune moment come to us? When there will be shivering of the body as soon as we chant Lord Gauranga's name. While chanting Hare Krishna, when will there be tears in the eyes? When will I obtain the mercy of Lord Nityananda Chandra? When, by his mercy, will the desire for material enjoyment become very insignificant? When the mind is completely purified, being freed from material anxieties and desires, then I shall be able to understand Vrindavan and the conjugal love of Radha and Krishna, and then my spiritual life will be successful. When shall I be very much eager to study the books left by the 6 Goswamis, headed by Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. By their instruction, I shall be able to properly understand the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna. My only aspiration is to attain the lotus feet of the 6 Goswamis, headed by Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Narottam Das constantly prays to attain their lotus feet. So this is the mood of entering Vrindavan, entering the understanding of Srimati Radharani. Maybe you go one more page, then there is. Can you go one more fully? Next? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, this is not good. Okay, since the time is a little advanced, I will skip this purport of Srila Prabhupada to this song. But the basic subject matter is that without the mercy of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, we would probably never ever hear anything about Srimati Radharani, or very, very little. It's by their mercy that we can have any understanding. In Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati's Radharasa Sudanidhi, he prays, this is actually very beautiful, please listen carefully. I offer my obeisances to that direction from where Srimati Radharani's fragrance that maddens even Madhava comes. He's paying obeisance to the direction where Srimati Radharani's fragrance is coming. So poetical and beautiful. Oh direction, show me my Praneshwari, the queen of my life. With such feelings, these great devotees, in this case Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati, were praising Srimati Radharani. In Krishna Bhavanamrita, it is mentioned. In dreams, waking consciousness, and deep sleep, the light of Sri Radha's toenails shines from the hearts of the Kinkaris. The light of Srimati Radharani's toenails is being described in many shastras, in many books of the Goswamis, because Radharani had very dazzling toenails, but they were also giving a lot of mercy. We will hear about this tomorrow morning, where we are going to start the chanting and hearing the great prayer of Lord Shiva to Srimati Radharani in the mood of a manjari. So these manjaris, they were not just manjaris, they were in name, they were manjaris in nature, they were manjaris. Manjari means actually a bud. It's like a flower, a bud. No? And the manjaris are bud-like maidens in the tender youth, delicate in form, delicate in disposition. Das Goswami says, I offer my obeisances to your friendship. He's paying obeisances to the friendship of Srimati Radharani. I only desire, although they enlarge, they never allow a honeybee, Krishna, to enjoy them. These manjari gopis, they are gopis. They always want to serve Radha and Krishna to the best of their abilities, but they never go to Krishna. If Krishna comes to them, they run away. They become even scared sometimes because they want to only serve Radharani. So the example is given, that is the bud will never satisfy the honeybee. The honeybee has to go to the flowers, not to the buds. Because they're closed. So Krishna is compared to a honeybee, and the honeybee's thirst for blooming flowers accompanied by the buds is the supreme purity. Shri Rupa Manjari is the bud, the manjari of Srimati Radharani's form. In the first verse of Vilapa Kusumanjali, Raghunath Das Goswami is telling a very great
secret about Rupa Goswami. Because Rupa Goswami is the main Manjari, is the first Manjari of Radharani. In the first verse, Raghunathas Goswami is saying, "Oh, Rupa," he's joking with her. "Oh, Rupa Manjari, I see your lip is bitten, but your husband is long time away. How is it that your lip is bitten?" The idea is, since Srimati Radharani's lip was bitten by Krishna, that wound comes to Rupa Goswami. If Radharani becomes red with anger, Rupa Goswami becomes red with anger. If Radharani is hurt in her hand, Rupa Goswami is hurt in his hand, in her hand. Whatever happens to Radharani's body happens also to Rupa Goswami's body. That's why her name is Rupa Manjari. Rati means what? Who knows what Rati means? Rati means love. The love which is felt by Srimati Radharani is also felt exactly 100% by Rati Manjari. So Rupa and Rati Manjari, Raghunathas Goswami and Rupa Goswami, these are very, very, very advanced souls, and they are very, very near to Srimati Radharani. Whatever she feels, Rati Manjari feels. Therefore, she knows best how to serve her. Therefore, Rupa Goswami knows Rupa Manjari knows very well how to serve her. And Rati serves Swamini with prasanga seva, which means service with great attachment, thus allowing her to taste her own sweetness as she puts the bracelet on the arm of Radharani. Rati says, "Do you know that what your arms look like, Swamini?" "No, tell me." "Rati, I learned it from him who already knows. Shyam knows you closely. His swan-like mind has been charmed by the sweetness of your golden lotus stem-like arms. They have destroyed his patience." Swans naturally enjoy eating sweet lotus stems that grow on the shore of the lakes. Sometimes, when you are proud and angry with him, Krishna asks you for an embrace. But you wave your arms and say, "No, no, no, no. Do you think I don't understand? By the beauty of your arms, even the patience of the Mura demon's conqueror is destroyed," so that he prays with a trembling voice, "My heart is breaking. Please give me some happiness." In this way, Rati drives Swamini mad by remembering her beloved with her prasanga seva. How wonderfully the truth resounds through the sweet verse. Beauty of your arms destroy the patience of Muryaji, Krishna's swan-like intelligence. The word mati here in this text means intelligent, that realizes the truth. Only the beautiful arms of Srimati Radharani can destroy the great intelligence of this great hero who destroyed the Mura demon. This shows how great Srimati's love for him is. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati says, Radha is the guru of the whole world, even Krishna, because she alone teaches how to love him completely. Radharani is thus called Krishnera Guru Prema Mai, the guru who teaches Krishna about the deepest love, prema. Without her, Krishna cannot taste the full nectar of his own sweetness. That's why the Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition always approaches Krishna through Radha, because she alone knows how to love him perfectly, and she teaches even him how to relish love. Krishna says, I am the realm of transcendental taste. I am the ecstasy full of transcendental truth, but Radhika's love drives me crazy. I don't know how much power there is in Radhika's love that it always overwhelms me. Radhika's love is the guru sound. I am dancing disciple.
it makes me constantly dance in different ways. Sri Krishna thinks to himself, I am the refuge of all transcendental bliss and taste. And when my devotees taste and enjoy even a drop of this bliss, they are able to give up all their attachments. They become completely mad. It is absolutely impossible to make me mad. Moreover, I am the embodiment of complete transcendental bliss. The whole world becomes mad by a drop of my ocean of bliss. Therefore, it is not possible for anyone to make me happy. And finally, I am full of transcendental bliss. This blissful experience of Krishna consciousness satisfies the desires of the whole world. But Radhika's love makes the impossible possible. It makes me mad. In Krishna Karnamrita, verse 29, Bilva Mangala Thakur says, if I am allowed to please you, it doesn't matter if the world is dissatisfied and upset with me. But of what value is it if I please the world and neglect you? This is the attitude of devotion to Radha and Krishna. This is prayer. And when this intention becomes the central content and meaning, our life becomes a prayerful life. So in prayer, we can always experience being part of a far more comprehensive life plan of immeasurable than the ultimately futile and pointless struggle for survival for a few years in this material world. The entire practice of Krishna consciousness is to understand a prayerful life, a life of seva, and attaining the highest goal of life, Prema Purmartha Mahan. The Krishna Prema is the greatest goal of our life, according to the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I have actually a lot more nectar to tell you for tonight, but the time is running out. Therefore, I conclude this class and come to the point that the prayerful life of a devotee who is begging the mercy of Srimati Radharani is a door, it's a possibility of entering the sacred realm of Vrindavan where we can experience Srimati Radharani. So we are going to study tomorrow and day after tomorrow Radha Kripa Kataksha Stava Raja. Stava means prayer, Raja means king. So we are going to chant and speak about the king of all prayers to Srimati Radharani. This prayer is being chanted by all Brijbasis, especially in Varshana. They chant this prayer every day before the evening Aratik. The whole town comes together. There are hundreds and thousands and sometimes many 100,000s coming all together. They all sat there and sit there or stand there and chant this prayer. Very fast. They chant it very fast. And the prayer is very, very beautiful. And I have actually spoken twice in Gurukadam about the prayer, but this time it is a whole other level. And this time we are going to go so much deeper because, because of the new material which I have found and I studied myself, and we were reading it with Maithili together over the last few months. So I had to choose just some parts due to the time. But the prayer is a heartfelt cry for Srimati Radharani to engage the devotee in a loving service, personal loving service. And this prayer is, yes, by Lord Shiva, but it's not the prayer of Lord Shiva in the mood of destroying this universe or the Lord of the mode of ignorance. It's the prayer of Lord Shiva in the mood of a gopi. And the gopi who has heard
Rupa Manjari speaking about service to Radharani, and a gopi who is wishing to have that kind of service. Not just any gopi, that's a Manjari gopi, because the whole prayer is in the mood of a Manjari. There's maybe Sufis, Sufis have a very good example. They say, have you seen two persons fighting with each other? They scream at each other, yeah? Although they may be very near to each other, but they scream at each other. This is because their heart has went so far away from each other, and therefore they feel the urge of speaking very loud, because they think, oh, this person is so far away from me, I have to scream. Yeah. But on the other hand, if somebody is very near to you, you whisper in their ear. When you love someone, you whisper. Even to the child, you whisper in the ear. Yeah? Because you're so close together, you don't need to speak loud. And even one step beyond that is this prayer of Lord Shiva, who says, "Oh Srimati Radharani, when will that day come that you just give me a sidelong glance? You don't even need to look at me, just give me a sidelong glance. Just look at me from the corner of your eye." Because this is how Srimati Radharani is communicating with her Manjaris. She's not telling them, oh, bring me this, bring me that. She just looks at them and they know what to do. This is a prayer for service, prayer for seva. And it's very amazing. And I like to make a little advertisement for tomorrow because it's just pure nectar. If you have any time to follow up on this, we'll be very happy. So for the last 1 minute, I would like to read you a short meditation. Please close your eyes. Shri Radha Krishna are in a wonderful confidential flower grove, Nikunja in Vrindavan. A servant of Srimati Radharani, a Manjari, is present and serving the divine couple. Although everything in Vraj is always full of bliss, Srimati Radhika suddenly looks at the neck of her beloved and sees her own reflection on a pearl necklace. Srimati Radharani mistakes her own reflection for another beloved who is embracing Sri Shyam in front of her. Radhika now thinks that Krishna might prefer to be alone with this gopi, so she begins to withdraw very gently. But there is always man in her, an intense mood to please Krishna by turning away from him. Sri Krishna, thanks to this turning away, tastes the rasa of despair in an intensely joyful way and tries again and again with glances and sweet words to calm Srimati Radhika and assure her that no one else could be in his mind. The little Manjari observed the pain of separation in Krishna and Srimati Radhika with bold impudence. In an attitude of service, she goes to Swamini and tears the garland of flowers around her neck. With this loving act of Manjari, Radhika realizes that the reflection of the pearl around Shyamasundar's neck, that the garland on it are also torn, and this amazing person is indeed her. Before Radha Krishna embraces, smile lovingly at the Manjari. In other words, the Manjari served Radharani by tearing away the pearl necklace on Krishna's garland, so that she sees, oh, it's actually me, it's not any other gopi there. But before enjoying that, she smiles lovingly at the Manjari because of her service attitude. So, I will give this for you to meditate for tonight and hope to see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
I should greet you all from Ashu Goswami from Marathon and send blessings for this wonderful seminar here. And they are in full preparing for Radharani in the front of Lalita Devi, and she has birthday today.
Today is actually Lalita Shashti. This is the 6th day of the month. It's appearance day of Srimati Lalita Devi. Srimati Lalita Devi ki jai. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo.